Well, happy 100th anniversary, and what a privilege it has been for me to be a part of your 100 years. You know, when I look back at my time at Huntington First Church, one of the things that comes to mind is the surety and certainty of the call of God from my time there. In other words, there was never a day while I was at Huntington First Church that I ever wondered whether or not I was in the center of the Lord's will. I knew that He had placed me there. And I have so many wonderful memories and friendships that are going back all the way to my time there. I'm so thankful because those friendships enrich my life even today. I have a lot of memories, a lot of wonderful memories from my time there, and I'm thankful for what God accomplished during that time. You know, one of the things that comes to mind, we were going through a kind of a tough time because the railroad was moving its offices out of the Huntington area, and it was displacing a lot of people, and it just seemed like we were losing people every week. And during that time, the Lord gave us what I would call a God idea. It was bigger than me and was bigger, I think, than those around me. But God put this idea in our hearts, and we birthed what we called the apple pie game. You know, we considered what the best apple pie. We had apple pie bake-offs, and we selected what we thought would be the easiest to prepare with the least amount of work, the best taste and everything. And we had a fantastic team that came together and baked fresh homemade apple pies every week. And then we had this group of guys who would come while those pies were still warm, and they would deliver them to all of our visitors from the previous week. I don't know how many pies we delivered, but it was a lot of pies over that time. We even had people that came and visited from across the nation that had heard about our apple pies. And sometimes when they were leaving on Sunday morning, they'd say, "Now, Pastor, is there any way to get a hot apple pie delivered?" I remember one family from California said, "Is it possible to get one of those pies delivered to California?" And I said, "Well, not at least hot. We know that." But I look back with a lot of fond memories because that God idea enabled us to even grow as a congregation during those difficult times of transition. But you know, the important thing about growth is not numerical growth, but is the spiritual growth. I can honestly tell you, I grew spiritually. I matured during my time at Huntington First Church. God used that time as a time to develop and to build me. And I look back at that time, and I also trust that during those days you grew and developed spiritually as well. It's the work of God by His Holy Spirit that during all the times of our lives that He wants to build us and develop us so that the image of His likeness is developed in us more and more. Well, I thank you for this opportunity to give my personal greetings. I love you, and I'm so thankful that Huntington First Church is a part of my history. I will always treasure my time there, and I look forward to being there again sometime to visit and have this personal time of interaction with you. May God bless you. May God bless your celebration together. And we look forward to what God has for the next years that are ahead. God bless you. Bye-bye.